What is up, everybody? J Nell here with my UFC 187 recap video. Great event. Hope you saw it. Let's get into it. I went 3 for 3. I made 6 picks there. And I had some emotional picks that I knew that I would probably lose, and I lost them. So let's get into it. First up, I chose John Dodson to beat Zach Makowski, and he did. 3-round decision, unanimous in favor of John, although this was a very close fight. So close that if it would have went to Zach, I wouldn't have protested much. They've trained together for about 6 years at one point, so they know each other very well. John said he respected him a lot. Too much, was really cautious. Plus, he's been out for a year with a serious knee injury, so there's a lot of ring rust, and you saw it. So this wasn't the best win for John. I say he might want to go ahead and have another fight before Johnson, just to make sure that all that rust is gone, because you need to put on the best performance you've ever put on to beat Johnson. Mighty Mouse, that is. So I say he needs another fight in between. Top 5 opponent, top 7 opponent, someone good. Tune him up. Who would you like to see John Dodson fight next? Do you think he's done enough for the title match, the rematch for him? Second shot at Mighty Mouse. Now, into the main card. Another flyweight up first. I chose on emotion. Chose the underdog. I chose John Moraga to beat Joseph Benavidez. I lost this pick. First round, all Joseph. He was able to take him down, ground and pound, and kind of win that game. Second round, I give slightly to John Moraga. He was able to come back, land some kicks, some stand-up game. He even nodded Joseph up a little bit. I give that second round to him, although towards the end of the round, Joseph was able to take him down and ground and pound again. Third round, he kind of picked up where he left off, and he was able to ground and pound. He was stronger on the ground, landed good shots. It was a good win. It was an exciting fight. Good win for Joseph. He says he knows that Dodson's next and that he wants to fight more often. So who would you like to see Joseph Benavidez fight next? Now, next up. I chose Travis Brown to beat Andrei Arlovski. And I did not think that I was making an emotional pick there. I thought he was the better man at the time. I was wrong. I said that Andrei Arlovski has not progressed any, that I haven't seen any improvement since he's come back. I've seen it now. This is the best that Andrei Arlovski has looked since he's come back, in my opinion. He's 36 years old. He's with Jackson Winklejohn MMA, and it shows here. This is the most crisp, clean boxing that I've ever seen from him, or at least seen from him since he's been back. Great combinations. This first round was amazing. Okay, let's get into it. For going back and forth, they get into it. Andre lands a nice kind of a short shot while Travis was kind of finishing one of his shots. So he's kind of leaned into it, stunned him, boom, knocked him back. He swarms. Now, you know, Travis is so hard to put away. He's out of it. Andre backs off, though, measures it, doesn't want to waste his gas tank. So they settle down a bit. Travis is still out of it, but he's back. He's boxing a little bit more now. Andre lands another big shot, swarms up against the fence. Combinations, 5, 6, 7 shot combinations. Travis is up against the fence, surviving, clearly out of it. Legs so wobbly, super wide stance because he can barely stand on his own. And then settles down a bit. Andre backs off, keeps his gas tank in check. He knows Travis Brown, hard guy to put away. They're back in the center of the octagon. Another shot lands. He gets him up against the fence again. Travis is almost out of it. Travis throws a haymaker, which connects. Drops Andrei Arlovski in the middle of the flurry. He tries to get on top of it, but he's so out of it that he really can't get a hold of Andre. Andre is able to pop back up, continue fighting on. He gets him up against the fence again, lands an uppercut followed by a couple more shots against that fence. Travis is done. Ref stops in it. Great stoppage. Great first round. So exciting. It's one thing when there's a landslide victory and someone just demolishes another person. There's another when you get that roller coaster. That one shot that Travis landed that dropped Andrei Arlovski. The bar that I was at, we went crazy. It was amazing. Amazing. I was wrong, Andre. You have improved. This is the best you've looked since you've been back. He was quick. He was quicker than Travis. He had some meat, some weight on him. He fit, though. The muscle was there. The tone was there. This is the best he's looked since he's been back. So I was wrong. Amazing first round. Amazing win for Andrei Arlovski. Who would you like to see him fight next? He's about 1 or 2 fights away from challenging for the belt in a shallow division. So, who would you like to see Andrei Arlovski fight next? And kudos to Travis Brown because he's so hard to put away. My goodness. Now, next up, we saw Donald Cerrone take on John Makdessi. John Makdessi took the fight on short notice. Cowboy Cerrone. This was a good fight. They fought. Kudos to John McDessie. He got in there, stood in front of Cowboy, and they fought. He was landing some left hooks, a couple of kicks to the body. They were fighting. An active first round, an active second round until now. I think he may have been working on this jaw the whole fight because he landed a great kick to the jaw, a great knee to the jaw, a reverse elbow to the jaw. This is Cowboy Cerrone I'm talking about here, landing on John McDessie. The reverse elbow to the jaw was so pretty. Sometime in the second round, he lands another kick to the face and John just taps out. Calls the timeout sign, taps out, I'm done, my jaw's broken. His jaw's broken. But kudos to him. Short notice, they fought. This was a fight. They came in there and they threw blows the whole time. Cowboy Cerrone has some of the most diverse striking in all of the UFC. He can throw anything at you on the feet. He's stronger than he looks. He was much bigger than John McDessie. I know he's a big lightweight, but a lot of them in the upper echelon of the lightweight division are that size. Benson Henderson's that size. Even Pettis is kind of tall. So John might consider going down to featherweight. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you think John McDessie should consider going down to featherweight because he seems kind of small. So as far as Donald Cerrone, who would you like to see him fight next? I have only one option, and that is a title shot. He has 8 wins in a row. The one with Benson's questionable. I actually am not quite sure if he won that fight, but it goes down as a win. He has 8 wins in a row in the most talent-rich division in the UFC. The man deserves a title shot. Donald Cerrone, title shot. Let me know what you think. Especially if you don't think he deserves a title shot, let me know why. But I think he deserves a title shot. Now, co-main event, and we finally saw, or let me just go ahead and say, and still the UFC middleweight champion Chris Weidman got the TKO. He just ground and pounded Vitor Belfort out in the first round. But it was a very exciting first round. I got this pick. I got the last one too. I picked it for Cerrone. And I picked Chris Weidman, so I got these 2 picks here. And it was a very exciting first round. They were going back and forth. In fact, Vitor connected first, cut Chris Weidman open. Got him up against the fit, kept landing some more body shots, kind of punched himself out a little bit, so he stood back and kind of calmed down a bit. Chris was able to come back. He's got a hard chin. Chris can take a punch. Chris can take a punch. Hard to put away. He came back, was able to take Vitor down quite easily, actually. Was able to take Vitor Belfort down, quickly got the full mount, and started raining down bombs, punches, elbows, the whole 9. I thought that Vitor should have tried to give up the back. Give up the back. You're a black belt in jiu-jitsu, a very high-level black belt. Maybe you can keep off the submission and survive that round because we were getting towards the end of the round. So I think he probably should have gave up his back, but he did not. Full mount, ground and pound, raining down over 40 unanswered shots. Good win for Chris Weidman. Who do you think is next for Chris Weidman? What do you think is next for Vitor Belfort? He's 38. Should he retire? He said no. He's going to take some time to be with his family, but he's not going to retire. So let me know what you think is next for both those men. Good win for Chris Weidman. Next up, main event. And we saw... It feels weird to say and the Steel or whatever because they didn't fight John Jones, but we have a new light heavyweight champion, and that is Daniel Cormier. Now, in my prediction video, I lost this pick. I picked it for Anthony Rumble Johnson. However, go back and watch my prediction video. I said, let me be clear, I think DC's going to win this. But I don't want him to. I'm being biased. I'm picking on emotion, and I picked AJ. So I said twice, DC's probably going to win this. And I was right. But it was exciting. All these fights were exciting. It was exciting. Okay, so first round, they start going at it, and Anthony quickly lands a overhand right that knocks Daniel down for the first time in his MMA career. Knocks him down flat down on his stomach. He quickly popped back up though and started throwing back. I gotta give it to Daniel, man. He came back too. He was like, you're gonna just punk me. He started throwing some back. Anthony's quick. He was quicker than Daniel. He was able to land some head kicks, some body kicks. He was coming after him, hitting hard. He hit him harder than any heavyweight. Just think about that. You have power that is more power than heavyweights, Anthony. Work on your wrestling. Because that's what won it for DC. Like I knew he would be better, and I knew up against the fence, it might be his game too, and it was. He was able to kind of lean on him, make him carry his weight. Second round, he was able to hold him down for most of that round and carry that big old boy for most of that round. And I already knew after that round, when Anthony went to his corner, he was breathing so heavy. I knew this is over. DC's going to finish him in the third round, and he did. Got him down, ground and pound, eventually took his back and submitted him via rear naked choke. Good win for Daniel. Not over the champ, though. Anyway, who do you think is next for DC? If you saw the post-press conference, him and Ryan Bader been going at it over Twitter. Ryan Bader was there. They went at it there at the post-press conference. So who would you like to see DC defend his belt against? It's the actual belt. It's not an interim championship. He's the new champ. So let me know what you thought of this entire event. Great event. This video is getting long, so follow me on Twitter, JNell Owens. Friend me on Facebook, JNell Owens. Talk to me. Let me know how you did on all your picks. Any injury updates, talk to me. Take care, and goodbye.